What? 380. Mike 54. Stay with your man. Check 23.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it's 4th and 3. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Garoppolo looks to throw. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180. 11. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. 2. Let's go, baby. Mike's 54. 1, Omaha. 21. Check.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
13.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Here we go.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
11. 65. Hey, exit. 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
That's a takeaway. Now that's a takeaway. That's how the defense score points.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He was brought down by Jimmy Ward. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's out.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Wilson. And a dump off to White. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down, Seahawks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Great. 380. 54. Oh, here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
65. Smooth. He's checking crap.
Garoppolo now. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Check 59. 21. Here we go.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He'll find Metcalf, and he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Flushed out right. Gets it to Gordon. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's White, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard
First down at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. 180. 11. Clock.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Check 99.
From the 27, Wilson being chased out left. It's complete. James White. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
Second down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack.
Check four.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
X3, 218, chopper. Flag.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No 1st down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with White. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down, Seattle.
What? 280. Mike's 56. 12. 56 Mike.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
First down, here's White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
This is Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
The Seahawks on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. He's got daylight. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Rashad Jones.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he gets this to the other side. Midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 21, 21. 54. All day, punt. Mike 54. Mike 13, 13. Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On second down now, it's Wright. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Right there. 54 Mike. Go. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
They keep it on the ground. White again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Now Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Coming to you.
The D can only stop it.